Okay, my way to record my first podcast, but I needed to come here I'm receiving a lot of DMs, a lot of emails about this, and I think I want to use my platform to be able to voice out, because we have to speak up. This is not the way that we should move on in the future after all of this we've been through. Like, this is not the solution. And also, we should be kinder this moment, during this time. People are going through a lot right now. And grieving, it's not something that, and on top of it all, now we have to worry about our color, and that is just mentally draining right now. And not only do we have to now be kind of forced to adjust to war pandemic and try to go back into society somehow or some way, or not, or stay home, because at least in my belief is that people who, especially countries or cities where there war pandemic, it's retarded, it's like crazy, and people are not following the guidelines, people are not wearing masks, people are not doing those things. They should not. And thinking about that is just ridiculous, especially when they didn't do the lockdown, when they didn't do what they were supposed to do, and now risking other people's life, and on top of it all, racism now. But let's be honest, come on. This racism, it's now being recorded, right? But it has always been there. It's been for centuries. We just are now the people, now we call it, it's just like a normal thing. It's not normal. It's not. And it's the fact that if those people who are silent, I see you. I see you. I know. It's better to go outside and take pictures and create a mental instability for those who actually are home, who the only thing they could do is basically when their time's off from taking care of the kids or doing whatever they're doing or working from home, they go on social media and see you going outside and doing all the things that, you're not supposed to be doing. But then again, I always say this, karma always get the naughtiest one. So good luck to you. Now, from now on, I will start, it's like a need now that I want to create more content and speak up about the truth, what's happening. And this is one of the truths that I would like to talk about here. That it happened, and I asked some colleagues, which is so great to always have people who can support you thrive, really, and understand you and know where you're coming from, so that you're able to pass to the next stage. So this is me voicing, because racism is not just in the US, it's happening everywhere in the world. It's happened. Sexism, it's my constant friend living in a city where they thrive from putting women down and not letting them thrive, and then them trying to find a way to go above the status quo in the corporate man world, right? And when they see that, they see a woman who's Latina, Dominicana, smart, a scientist, no, cut. And that's what they've been doing for the past 3 years. And the past 3 years, I've been applying to grants and loans. And recently they opened a new program where entrepreneurs and startups can actually apply, and they'll be able to, get resources and, grow their platforms. And I'm actually looking for funding because I will making an app for writers yet. So I've been working towards that, and this is the third time that I've been denied the program because I'm a person of color, and I know this because it's the people who they choose is white. So I don't know how to, like, people are like, oh, that's not true. I'm like, okay, so look at the people who are they collected, they've chosen, right? It's not that hard. And I thought it was me, there was something wrong with me, there was something problem, like I'm creating content, writing. And then this time, their excuse this time, in a very polite, nice email, was that my content was too much, that I'm speaking too much, that they're suggesting that I should lower the way I'm creating content now, or I'm going to things, because obviously I've been doing that. I've been speaking up about what's happening here, that nobody's doing anything, and now they're being bullied for wearing a mask. And the way I say it is because I'm victimized of someone who's been bullied by someone outside while wearing my mask. It happened 3 times for me. And that too, I haven't said anything because I thought, oh no, I shouldn't say anything, but I will instigate in people wearing the mask. And when I need to say, okay, there's people being bullied by this, I'm one of those people. And when I actually voiced that, I got some DMs and emails saying, us too, we're being like, we're trying to do our best, we're trying to do what we got to do, but the world outside is in a different atmosphere, which it's ridiculous. So yeah, they pick 10 women, white women, and I know that right now, if they see this, they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna take someone else and include someone of color so they can come back. I know that you will do that, and I didn't mention any names, I didn't mention any corporation, anything, but know that your actions have consequences. Know that in those women, you should know your privilege. It's amazing, And also, I decided to do this video not only to tell my brothers and sisters that I will support you, that I don't care. I will still speak for you. I will still voice the injustice and racism. It's not okay. I will still do it no matter what, because it's not right. You should not. And also, those organizations in the system and the government that's trying to voice those people down, this is what they do here. They do this here. They want you to don't speak up, don't say anything. It's not it's okay. It's not okay. And I'm done with this. That's why I'm going on my podcast. I'm doing all that I gotta do, and I'm gonna invite entrepreneurs and creative, and because your story matters. I know my story matters, and I know your story matters. So that's what I'm gonna do. I don't care what their status quo. I've always been against their status quo, and they hate it. So whatever. I'm done. You will see me more on YouTube. You will see me more on IGTV from now on, trying to sustain, this. And also, yeah, thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting us, and continue voicing and going on the right side of history, because we have to. Racism, it's not honestly, I don't see a place where my daughters can grow up and see this way. I'm mixed. They're mixed. They're mixed white and Dominican, not native, Haitian, I don't want to live I don't want them to worry like this, and I don't want my friends' kids to be worrying about this. This is so ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and we have to speak up. We have to defend our brothers and sisters and be there. Also, reach out to them. Right now, they're not doing so well mentally. This is draining, and also we're not even able to grieve. We're just lost George, and now there's a girl in Toronto who just got killed. What is happening with the world, And this is why I'm saying, use your platforms to voice what's important, what's right, and do what's right. Be the example. Be kind. It's really hard times right now for everybody. Everybody lost their jobs, lost something, someone, and it's not of using hashtag, yo, we're together. For real, do it. That little camera thing on your IG, that camera, just press it and talk to someone personally, or leave them a nice message, or do something like this.
Yeah, so call me tomorrow if you like. But it's okay. Everyone's energy is low and everything is bleh. So that's why self-care is so important, which is good that you're doing that for you. Now I'm going to do it for me after I've done this live, that it's really good that I'm watching now. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a comedian, but there you go. Do something like this for somebody. Just press it on your little message if you have an iPhone or something. Make something creative for someone. It costs nothing to be kind to somebody, especially this time, okay? And they want to divide us. This is the whole point too. It's racism and all these things to divide us, to put us in a category, in a box. Don't let them. Get out of that box. Be the outside of that box. Do you know what I mean? And I know that I'm telling this to you, but I'm telling me to myself. This has just gave me ammunition to continue going. And I swear to God, my writers, people, I'm gonna continue fighting to create a safe space, and it's multicultural, and it's gonna be all inclusive, and a really good atmosphere where you can journal your sustainability journey and your creativity and help others through doing difficult times, especially through mental illness right now. So this is another thing where, you know, I will focus more. But other than that, I would like to wish you a good weekend. I'm gonna record some nice podcasts right now, and I will release it soon, but it's heavy. I just wanted to tell you, it's heavy, it's so heavy. Like, I haven't been able to sleep for 3 days. And last night I was finally able to sleep and woke up today like, man, I gotta do something. It's not right. It's not right. And you know it's not right. And there's something that my friend Terry said the other day on his IG, and this is also why I didn't get the grant, because they saw that on my IG that I posted that. It's ridiculous, but I don't care. I will still fight. I will still show the truth, because you have to. We're humans, and we're losing that, and we're letting them lose it because of power or whatever, money or whatever. You shouldn't lose that. Empathy is our superpower, and we shouldn't give it away for nothing, for bullshit. Okay, but other than that, I also want to emphasize is that you should educate yourself. You should educate yourself in a sense that instead of blasting out on IG or Facebook and stuff like that, if you do that, you really look dumb, because you don't know the history. You don't know what's happening if you do that, because there's a reason for everything. And I believe, in my sense, and you know what? I'm going to leave it up to you. I'll tell you what it is. Let me. Okay, so basically the story of what's going on in Minnesota, and what started it all, because everyone's like, oh my God, they destroyed a whole country, and oh my God, savages. Inform yourself. You need to see the facts. You need to read that. You need to educate yourself. Educate yourself. You don't know if you talk this way. And also, if you're silent, that's also another thing that it's like a normal thing to accept. We shouldn't accept this. This is not okay. It's not. And the more you contribute to, it's like, oh, I don't know, it doesn't affect me. I'm like, it's not my race. Or like, what do you mean? We're all together. In science and DNA, color does not exist. We don't see color when we look at blood types, or when we look at history or stuff like that. Like, we don't see that. It's a mind thing. It's a racism is being used for centuries to oppress, and for money, and for all kinds of economical benefit. It's not right. We shouldn't be doing this, and it's not right. So when you know something is not right, listen to that and do what's right. Whether the consequences or not, it doesn't matter, because you have to protect your brothers and sisters. You have to, especially when you know that higher ups are trying to take them away, right? Using a world pandemic now, and now using racism, and in live television as well, just like that. So you don't need to see that. So they arrested people who are telling the truth. Come on, it's not right. Anyways, going back to that, I always go off guard. Just go different opinions, different thoughts. Okay. The story that happened in Minnesota is that the day when, it's not about the video that he killed George Floyd. Like, that to me, that's like deep. It cut everything. Like, I heard my ancestors like, it's not right. And if you think that was right, man, got a lot to learn, a lot of history to go through. Because racism, it's been a long time. Just now we're able to see it in our face. We're able to actually process that information, thanks to technology, right? And store it. Yeah, I'm storing that. Yeah, because we need to remind ourselves, that humans, we have this really bad negative traits that we, and use it to our advantage for power, right? So this is something that we need to start recognizing and accepting it, and then cutting it off where it needs to be cut off. You know what I mean? It needs to be cut off. Viral and everything. Obviously the 4 cops, there's 4. They only arrested 1 and convicted 1. But what about the other 3? That's attempted murder right here. Those 3, right? Anyways, the whole reason why they burn the whole city and everything out, because everyone's like, oh my God, this is what they do, blah, blah, blah. No, this is not what we do. This is not. No. Either way, the guy was in his house. Somebody that knew where he lives, and everyone gathered in the city and they said, well, okay, you killed George Floyd, okay. The cops, obviously, the organization, realized this as well. So they decided to all the cops go to the guy's house and protect him the whole time, the whole night. Now, the people say, why would you protect a murderer? That's our concern, right? Like, he's a murderer. He needs to be going to jail. Like, why are you protecting it? And the people, the whole police station is protecting this guy. So the people figured out, hey, if the whole Cubs are protecting just this one guy, so that means the city is unprotected? I mean, think about it. You're being oppressed and racism and discrimination for years, for thousands, and then all of a sudden they leave the city unprotected to protect a murder? Hell yeah. I'll go. Absolutely. That's the way it is. Now, are you on that right side? Would you have gone? Would you have done that? You're probably like, oh no, never. Right? But that's what the problem is. We have decided that that is normal. And now we're putting in a camera and people are recording this. Another thing too that some people like Terry point that out really well. If it was a dog, and now I'm thinking of all my eco-friendly and nature and, like, oh my God, so true, right? If it was a dog that those cops were doing that, would you have jumped? Whether they have guns or not, would you have go and save the dog? But if it's a black person, nobody did anything. They just let it happen. And that's what, like, that night, this is what it was bothering me. And I reached some of my friends and stuff like that. And I told them, like, what do you think? It's like, oh, it doesn't matter now because it already happened. But I'm like, you see what I mean? It's normal to not do the right thing, too. Not just, like, now we record it and just just watch. Because those people who were recording, you were watching, too. You were the bystander as well. Whether there was gun, like, no. And I don't know the situation of those people during that time, and I'm not here to judge or anything like that, but this is what I'm trying to say. Most of my people that I ask, if it was a dog, they say yes, they would have jumped the cops. They would have taken him away and saved the dog. And that got them thinking, like, that's wrong, man. Well, you know what I mean? So the same respect that you give to a dog, why can you give it to a human being? Why, because of his color? That makes no sense. We are not making sense right now. And this is the point what I'm trying to say. And this is why I wanted to come here and voice it out, because I'm supporting my brothers and sisters. And I'm going to continue doing it because it has to be done. Okay? It needs to be done. Enough is enough. Profiting and do whatever you want with them and this and that. And okay, but when is the time when they are having a crisis right now, when they're being completely, in a way, massacred and on camera, that's when you need to step up. We can't let that happen. We can. Y mi gente latina, dominicano, mi gente latina, esos son los hermanos de uno. Hermano y hermana de uno, yo viene de la sangre de uno también, tú sabes. Los negritos, los negros, esos son hermanos de nosotros también, tú sabes. So hay que hacer las cosas como se deben hacer. No se puede dejar que las cosas pasen así y poner las cosas como que si fuera normal. Esto no es normal. No es normal que están haciendo eso con las personas en Estados Unidos. Y tú lo sabes también. So si tú estás calladito, ten mucho cuidado. Y lo que están hablando, por favor, Vamos, pónganse en eso. Y si tú ves algo que está mal, que alguien está haciendo mal, pon la boca. Para eso se está haciendo la tecnología, para eso se está haciendo la escritura, para hablar. Hay que hablar. No se puede dejar la cosa así. En esta era, las cosas no se pueden dejar así. Ya está bueno de racismo. Ya está bueno. Ecualidad ahora. Racismo para la mierda. Ecualidad. Equally. Equal. Equality. Now. Kindness. You know, compassion. Those are the things that can help us heal right now while we're going through this fucked up shit. Because it's fucked up. And we act like, oh no, it's okay. It's not okay, man. Nobody's okay. But you must move forward. You can't keep going. Surround yourself with supportive people, inspiring people that can give you the extra boost to continue moving forward. Because we have to. But the right way, though. The right moving forward. And I'm doing this in a way because I know my children will be watching this. I know that other kids will be watching this. Will be watching us. How we overcame, how we defended our cultures, defended our voice, our health. Our health. Okay? And our planet, because that's another one that we are just like, it's healing. Yeah, sure, you sure? I mean, yeah, some parts of the world, thank God. Thank God. But at the same time, we all going back to our usual routine and stuff like that, right? And now we have masks and gloves. And now I go outside and it's like a whole trail of gloves and then plastic cups, and then now it's gloves and mask. That's disgusting. Right? It's a normal thing. Stop with the fucking shit being normal. Be different. Do something better. Be a better human. Like, come on. We have to start to build a better future for our kids, for the future generation. And this is not the way. Oppressing and using racism and discrimination, sexism, no, we're past that. We're in technology, we're in the cyber world now. We advance. Let's keep advancing. Let's keep nurturing our minds and creating, collaborating, and uniting, using unity as our foundation together. Not this separation. And it's just not the right way, you know? So let's stick together, okay? And do the right thing together. Okay. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Take time for yourself. Use self-care a lot. See, I took a shower. Put a little bit of makeup today, trying to lift up the spirit, because I haven't been able to stop crying. After my kids go to bed, just crying. It's not okay to show the word. Like, if you're not okay, you're not okay. Somebody recently, I'm gonna put it down there, an app that you can actually talk to someone. You speak with anybody if you're having a really difficult time. So I'm gonna put it down there. So go check them out. Go speak with someone. I actually tried it and it's really nice. I actually talked to somebody. So just try and see if you can talk. If you don't have anybody to talk to, any family or friends, like, I'm thankful for my friends and my family, Buddy, go into the link and see if these people are professionals and they can give you tips and stuff like that when you're really anxious or depressed or stuff like that. So go for it. And I hope have a good weekend. Take care of yourself, take care of your planet, be kind to you and to others. Okay? Also, the people in Montreal, tomorrow we're doing a march. We're gonna do a walk around 5 o'clock. So if you want to join us, come send me a DM or leave me in the comments. And we're gonna go together and wearing our mask. Yep. And just be there for injustice, for Black Lives Matter. We're gonna do this for George Floyd, for the girl in Toronto that just got literally murder. Yeah, for them, for all of the names that within less than 3 months have been massacred. and one of them we had to watch it on social media. So yeah, I'm doing this walk, and also you have to be on the side of history. You have to, because you cannot let this continue happening and thinking that it's normal. It's not right. So yeah, I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. I'll be there bringing my crystal camera, taking some pictures if you want. Take some pictures. And hopefully see you there. And to my brothers and sisters, I know it's really hard right now. I feel it. And all I want to tell you is that be kind to your mind, okay? And don't let anxiety or depression take over. Do something nice for you. Take a nice bath, or read something nice, positive. Do something for you, because it's okay to cry and feel this way, scare or fear, because the world's uncertain right now, and it's a lot of crazy stuff are happening. And we don't have reliable leaders right now that we can rely on. So we really have to rely on ourselves and on really good, inspiring, so positive people too, okay? So that's important. Because we are the people. And we have our voice. And I think our story matters more than ever now. So, bye. Have a good day.